Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome. My name, of course, is Open Potato, and here we check out the latest and the greatest strategy games each and every day of the week. Today, we're checking out a super promising city builder slash colony sim game called New Cycle. And if I had to describe it in a couple of words, I would say Frostpunk, but without the snow. It really does feel very, very similar. Anyway, let's jump into this early build right over here. We can't actually choose any option apart from the one which we are being told to go down, but that's not necessarily a problem because we're going to have a great deal of fun anyway. As ever, I'll do my very best to explain what the heck is happening, and hopefully we can showcase some of the best bits about this fantastic new cycle title that I am super excited to see where it goes. Anyway, let's go and see what this little message is in the first instance, and then we'll talk about the game. We're the governor of this little community. It's been half a century since the first solar flare. The following years were humanity's darkest, having to wrestle with constant impossibility and despair. From battles fought with sticks and stones to nuclear wars, we ended up destroying ourselves, what little sun we had left for us, and civilization fell. Everyone was born into this new world, and you have to be their leader. Well, that's not great for the new world, I gotta be honest. We need to rediscover our lost knowledge and explore the surroundings to create new possibilities. We're going to be continuing without the tutorial, because as ever, I am familiar with the game, and I will explain what the heck is going on. So, let's take stock of exactly what's going on right about now. We've got all of our resources up at the top of the screen. Nothing overly complicated about that. You know, wood, stone, iron ore, mushrooms. Again, it looks very, very, very Frostpunky, doesn't it? It really, really does. We got a nice little calendar down here. We got a little seasonal icon in the middle here. We've got a little bit of an overview with regards to the time of day. We have got our number of workers over here. And we'll talk a little bit more about workers in just a second. But they are actually kind of super, super duper important in terms of everything. There we go. In terms of everything in this game. So, anyway, let's get cracking. Let's get the basics down. We will get some shacks when we research them, and we'll also get some dusty road as well. But we really, really, really need to get the basics sorted in the first instance. We need to get a field camp. Now, a field camp is the bit of kit that is going to allow us to... Excuse me? Yeah, ready to build. Yeah, excellent. Do I need to... I don't know what the video game was unhappy with me being in pause mode there. But anyway, let's get ourselves a field camp probably in this vicinity. We'll try and get everything surrounded over there. We are going to be building roads, but we don't actually have the capability to do that quite yet. So... we've got the field camp queued up for construction. It's going to cost us 14 logs. We've got plenty of logs, at least in the early game, so we don't actually necessarily need to worry about that. We will get a gathering camp. The gathering camp is going to get us food. There's a couple of sources of food around the map. A lot of mushrooms over here, a few bits of meat. I think round about there is pretty good for a gathering camp. And we can also get a well. And I think we're probably going to get a well... I mean, depending on how much water is actually on the ground, I think this area or somewhere in this vicinity is pretty good. The water meter is pretty darned high. So we'll get all of the basic bits of infrastructure that are needed to live and thrive. We'll get that all down before we get to the more advanced stuff. Now, this game is all about, I guess, kind of like eras and progression, scientific progression, starting from nothing is really what the name of the game is. A new cycle, so to speak. A new technological cycle, a new societal cycle. I have absolutely no idea. Anyway, the field camp is up and running. That's good. Now, we can assign workers based on the resources that they're going to collect, which, first and foremost, I love. I think that's a fantastic way to go about doing things, and it means that we can actually get a tremendous number of people immediately assigned to picking up some of the basic resources, which is fantastic. 18 wood a day, 14 stone a day. That's a pretty large amount of resources coming our way, so I don't think we can really complain about that altogether too much. We should start to see our consumption numbers appear up at the top of the screen here, but that will come shortly. What do we got? A well. Not connected to road network. That's okay. I'm not worried about that. We will connect it to the road network. Don't you worry about that, video game. Right, so we haven't built residences yet. That's because we can't. Field camp we've built. Gathering camp we've built. Well, we've built. Production facilities. This is where we start to hopefully pop off. We're going to get the lumber mill, and the lumber mill does exactly what you would expect on the tin. Turns lumber into, or turns timber into lumber, turns logs into planks. Turns logs into lumber. Goodness gracious me. Let's build it right about there. And then let's get a building. Because believe it or not, we do need lumber in order to build the dusty road. Why on earth you need wood to build a road? I have no idea, but there we go. Anyway, the gathering camp, let's freaking go. We can only assign the gatherers to mushrooms at the moment, but there's plenty of mushrooms to be getting on with harvesting, which is absolutely fine with me. Yeah, little calendar down in the bottom right-hand corner over here. Spring of year 1. This is spring. When we get to another color, we'll get to another season. It's pretty much just that simple. Right, so production facilities, lumber mill, we've got that. Utilities, stockpile, windmill, and scouts guild, all of that is unavailable at the moment. But you'll note, by the way, that as we progress through the game, we will be able to unlock higher and higher tier buildings, which is very, very exciting because, you know, technological progress is, well, it is very exciting. It's very exciting stuff. But again, I just want to draw your attention, ladies and gents, back to the fantastic and stunning visuals that this game really has to offer. It is gorgeous. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that lumber mill going up. That is absolutely fantastic. What's the issue? What's the issue here? We need to select a recipe. 1 log into lumber. Very, very simple. And there we go. We will see if we can try and nab ourselves a whole bunch of goodies. Brilliant. And there we go. We are officially underway. Everything is in progress. We are officially happy. So that is looking pretty darned good to me. Now, let us turn our attention. Oh yes, I probably should talk about morale actually before we move on. Now, everybody here is part of a class. We've got the worker class, we've got the craftsman class, and then we've got the specialist class. And everybody has got, I guess, distribution rights for a whole bunch of different characteristics here. So food, which we're not actually giving to our people yet, but we will as soon as we get some technology unlocked. Water distribution is currently on low. Now, everything that we do here affects morale, so we need to be super, super careful about how our morale interacts with our efficiency. You know, are people going to get unhappy with us? Are people going to get sick if we don't feed them? All of these things are bits and bobs that we need to consider as part of the governor of this town. Now, let's take a little look at the research tech tree. This is where things start to get kind of cool. We are getting a whole bunch of knowledge. We're getting 35 per day based on the number of workers that we've got. We got 35 workers. We get 35 knowledge per day. Pretty self-explanatory. Now, there's a couple of different categories that we can get access to. Establishment, we've got that. What about hunting? Hunting, can we get hunting? It's going to 860 knowledge. Well, that's not on the cards. Basic construction, to get a stockpile, a soup kitchen, and a simple meal. That is very, very, very easy, and probably the only thing that we can actually do right now. Let's do it. Okay. It's very simple. We start the process of researching, and what do you know? Soon we will hopefully have some research done, which is quite nice. You can see the progress bar just on the technology tree icon. Just creeping upwards, which is kind of nice. Now, of course, it wouldn't be a wilderness sort of event if there wasn't a whole bunch of interactions and other stuff that is going to happen along our way. Let's actually build out over here. Let's build on the corner just to make it look nice. How's that looking? There we go. Fantastic. Okay, so that should probably, yeah, increase our well's efficiency, which is kind of nice. Building's been producing for 2 days. You love to see it. You absolutely love to see it. Upgrade to the next tier. Yeah, we cannot do that. There's absolutely no chance that we can do that. Not even close, but you never know. One day maybe. I'd like to get some more roads, but again, it's not super imperative right now. There's not really... Oh, some nice ocean sounds over here. There's not really much to explore in terms of the world at the present moment, but that may change. What do we got? Stockpile, soup kitchen, and a simple meal. Now, these are all very, very easy to sort. Soup kitchen is literally a case of just building Building that there. We actually, did we have the lumber there? I'm not sure if we did. No, we don't. We need 30 lumber. You know, I'm thinking that I might get another lumber mill. I'm thinking that that's kind of on the cards. Let's go here. Yeah, I don't think there's any reason not to. Let's also jump into 2 or perhaps 3 times speed, as there is, again, pretty much no reason not to zip forward and let this all happen at an appropriate pace. Soup kitchen does have enough lumber capacity at the moment, but that's fine. How are we doing in terms of wood? 18 wood per day, and how much wood per day are we actually using? If we're making 13 a day, then we're using if we're making 13 a day, then we're using 13 logs a day. So we should be fine for one, but we're probably not going to be fine for a second one. That's okay, though. Right, let's extend this along here, get that path built, get this built, and crank you up to 5. Yeah, again, I know we're probably going to need to fix the log situation, but we can do that later. Right, how are we doing over at the soup kitchen? Also, where the heck is the sound? There is painfully little sound. There we go. Turn that up a little bit. Now, the soup kitchen. The soup kitchen is very, very cool because it gives us a whole bunch of meals. Kind of simple and, I guess, to be expected. Mushrooms and water will give us 10 meals per hour. And we actually have plenty. We have plenty of mushrooms. So let's do that. Let's throw people in there, and let's acquire a few meals first. Acquire a few simple meals, and then we can click on here and we can say, hey, let's maybe adjust the distribution to regular. I'm not going to do that quite yet. You know, be mean, keep them keen. I'm just joking. That's an awful way to treat workers. But maybe if we keep them hungry, they'll work a little bit harder. No, I'm very, very much joking. We are going to increase their allocation. In fact, we've got plenty of water, so I think both on the water front and also the food fronts, once we've been producing for more than a day, we should have a firmer idea of exactly where we are in terms of food. But I think we'll be very, very much okay. Right, so let's go worker up to regular. There we go. And let's go water up to regular as well. Now, again, will that make a difference? Will that make a difference? I'm not sure. I am not sure. We shall have to see if we have enough resources to cope. If we don't, then we will have to take a little look at scaling things down, but you know what? We can worry about that tomorrow. It's worth noting that changes in, you know, rations and whatnot, they only take effect after the end of the day has occurred, which is fine. It's a very, very rational and reasonable thing to have happen. I still have 13 out of 35 workers that are prepared to do stuff. Also, what's going on here? All warehouses almost full. Okay, well, we'll probably get a stockpile to allow us to store more resources. Let's go out over there. Sure. And let's make sure that we're in 2 times speed. Extend that out there. Perfect. Okay. We're gaining a tremendous amount of lumber, which is nice. We've got a pretty large amount of knowledge at the present moment. So pretty happy about that. What are we doing? We need more knowledge in order to get to the next era, but that's okay. We are progressing. We are progressing nicely, which is excellent news. These dusty paths, or these dusty roads, I should say, will not be dusty much longer. It looks like they're going to be pretty muddy. But there we go. Anyway, stockpile is looking great. That's a fantastic expansion to our storage capacity. Can I get any? What do I need? Required text oath? I need to get oath next. Right. That's going to allow me to unlock shacks. Excellent. Well, we'll do that. It's going to be 385 knowledge. Should be very easy to sort. And in fact, we should be able to get that no issues whatsoever. I'm thinking as the weather is very, very loud indeed. I'm also thinking that I don't think the weather slider actually works because it doesn't seem to be getting any quieter. Right, I'm thinking that we're going to be building... Ooh, we're in summer now, by the way. Very, very nice. I'm thinking that we're going to be building all of our residences over here. Now, how many people, 10 people can be contained in a shelter? So, we're going to need to get, well, by my reckoning, 4. Sturdy roofs. We need shelters. Build 3 shacks. Let's build. Absolutely. Very, very happy to commit to building. Very, very happy to committing to building 3 shacks. Perhaps before I do, I should maybe get rid of these and then try again. Whoops. You know what? No, I'm just gonna chance it. Just gonna chance it and hope that that counts. Hope that that counts as enough. But the point is, by the way, I should note that our morale is way up. Our morale is way up, which is fantastic. That is really, really, really good. A regular amount of morale, which is excellent. That's brilliant. And the workforce is as it was, which is also fine. Now, that's going to be our 3rd shack. Excellent. Calls for celebration. Though it was hard, we excelled. I'm not sure about it necessarily being hard, but hey-ho. I'm glad everybody feels positive about things. Now, house capacity is full, house capacity is full, house capacity is full, house capacity is half full. We have no services or entertainment or anything, really, to speak of, but that's because we still need to get more stuff researched. And we've got metalworking technologies, which I guess is the only other thing that we can get right now. These little blue pips up at the top give us a rough indication of what we can actually get access to. Oh, goodness gracious me. This is exactly what I was hoping for. Immigrants. This is fantastic. A flock of refugees, 11 workers appear near the edge of our settlement. Though we're open to everyone who accepts our oath, we may not be able to provide everyone with food. That's okay. I will absolutely take on 11 more workers. Now, there is an additional problem with that. We're going to have to nab ourselves an additional house. I am very, very happy to do that. But of course, it's going to, tremendously increase the number of, I need more water wells. I need more water wells, and I'm probably going to need to build, a well in a different location. Like over here, maybe? What was it? No. Like over here? This is a pretty good area for wells. Let's do that over yonder, and we will. Yeah, that's actually not too bad at all. Right. Of course, we've got plenty of additional people to help work this, which is great. Hopefully, the water should be fine. We need to bear in mind iron ore, and we need to bear in mind the fact that we've got a whole bunch of brand new buildings, which I'm actually going to try and get up and running right now. So, I believe the field camp, can now deal with worker extraction. I don't believe we can deal with copper extraction at the moment, unless I'm perhaps inventing what I unlocked. No, I just need to get the... I need to get the forge and the smith down. What does this take? Hardly anything. Hardly anything. Cool. Okay, and we'll get a road over here just to keep everything looking nice and organized. What do you need? You need 6 iron ingots. That's okay. We will get the 6 iron ingots as soon as the forge is up and running. I may need to get an additional forge, but we can always address that later. We need pretty much just iron ore, I would imagine. Iron ore, some tools, some advanced materials. Yeah. So tools and iron ore will get us across that research hurdle, which is pretty positive. With the exception of water, which I'm very, very much hoping we're going to rectify immediately. With 120 extra water per day, is that going to be enough? I think so. I think so. We'll see if it changes from 607. See if it changes up or down. Right. Looks like it's going up. Roughly? Yes, it looks like it's definitely going up, which is great. I don't think that we can really complain altogether too much about that. You need to go iron, and let's freaking go. Now, we have got plenty of iron ore production, but perhaps not enough forge production. I'm thinking maybe another forge. There's no reason not to. We've got plenty of workers. We might as well put them to the test. All of our iron ingots will be thrown into the building of the smith at the moment. But again, we will get there pretty quickly. Water's looking good. A simple meal is perhaps a bit... We're a bit shy of the simple meals. The gathering camp, we don't have the ability to unlock... we don't have the ability to get meat and leather yet. But we're close. We're very, very close. In the meantime, as a stopgap measure, let's nab ourselves an extra soup kitchen. In fact, it'll fit in very, very comfortably in that little position over there. We'll go into 3 times speed, because again, there is nothing else but to wait. Tool supply is low. I know the tool supply is low, but there is precious little that I can actually do about that until we get the smith up and running. Let's assign 3 workers over there. Brilliant. I think we still are positive with regards to the amount of ore that we've got, but if we're not, we can always just build another field camp. Let's be honest. Who really cares? Right, the smith, very, very simple. We build tools. Okay, takes iron ingot and also lumber. It's a good thing that we've got a second lumber mill, because that's gonna come in handy. Let us get some more mushroom production, some mushroom meals. I am not a huge fan of mushrooms myself, so I cannot imagine that it's an overly appetizing meal that is effectively, I guess, mushroom soup. Which is not great. Efficiency of the building is 40, but that's because morale is, I don't want to say so low, because it's not. It's just not that high. We can adjust, by the way. We can adjust the number of tools that our workers get. Do I want to change that upwards? I actually don't. I don't want to change my tool. I don't want to change my tool allocation until we perhaps get. Yeah, until we get some research done. Let's go here. Windmill and electricity, we'll get that. And then what are we moving towards next? Oh, paper. Yeah. Do I have the ability to get paper? I don't think I do. Paper is made here. But we can't make the other thing yet. Okay. Not a problem. We'll wait until this research is done. Everything is positive. Everything without fail is positive. Even food is positive. Tools are positive. That's great. That is great. Let's get this research across the line, and then let's hope that we are prepared. We've got the windmill, excellent, and electricity. Do I need that for anything? I don't think so. Some high wind flow areas over here. Sure, I'll build. I'll bite. Sure, I'll build it. There's no reason not to, I suppose. Don't need to get anything else. Let's go and get some more research. Oh yeah, I should have mentioned, by the way, that research doesn't actually decrease as you go. It just increases. It's this perpetual, I guess, acceleration forward. Right. What are we researching right now? I can't even remember what we're researching. Oh, we're researching hunting. Yeah, so that's gonna get us more food. But again, how do we get paper? That's the real question. I don't think we can upgrade. Yeah, we definitely cannot upgrade yet. Okay. Ooh, okay. Pause. What is this? Introduction to standards. We need stability. It seems like we've been able to put things right since settling down. Our small settlement built by toiling day and night needs some security and stability. We should make sure that we've left our days and hunger and thirst behind. Meet the food and water demand of the whole population for 3 days on regular distribution. Absolutely, we can manage this. We're already doing it. Right, iron limbs. Since we can now process metal, you can give us the means to produce durable and effective tools. Work can be done without tools too. Right, what do I need to do? Produce 50 basic tools? Is that it? You're gonna task me to do something which I've already done? Well, not quite yet, but you get the picture. Distribute successfully for 3 days. Yeah, let me just double check that we are on regular distribution. We're on regular distribution of everything. If I go to the next morale level, is that going to be worth it? No, probably not really. Let me just go back to the tech tree and see. What do you need? 1,200 research. Yeah, I feel like I might be able to get paper here. Yeah, I feel like this is... I feel like this is definitely possible. Right. Can't place here? What's the issue? Let me, real quick, try placing it next to... Let me try placing it next to the windmill. Let me try placing it next to the windmill. Oh, I see. We've got, oh, we got wires. Oh, look at that. Look at how fancy that looks. Okay. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, that's looking pretty darn good. Okay, again, progression to the next era. We're getting there. We're getting there. Let's get this lumber mill. Look, worst case scenario, we build another lumber mill and it turns out to be wasted. We just get more lumber, which we frankly don't need, but there we go. Yeah, okay. It turns out we can't make paper. Definitely can't make paper at this moment in time, regardless of whether or not we have electricity. But that's okay, I suppose. That is fine. Objective completed. Objective completed. What was the milestone that we needed? We needed 50 people. We needed 50 people, and we needed other stuff. Source of joy, though a small one. Yeah, indeed it is. Indeed it is a small source of joy. 435 vocational training. I can't get vocational training. Oh, no. What a shame. So we're not going to be able to get paper then, by the looks of it. Oh, that's such a shame. Well, where are we in progression to the next era? We need 2,500 knowledge. I mean, it does actually seem like a lot, but given that the days go blisteringly quickly here, I guess it's not that much. I will assign more people to leather construction. Although, again, I don't think we can actually do anything with regards to leather. I think it's an entirely useless... I think it's an entirely useless thing at this moment in time. Yeah, same with the electricity. Same with the electricity. I get there we go. That product layer on the overview that might help things a little bit. Let's get the field camp. Can I get another field camp? No, that's not what I'm looking for. Gathering camp. Let's get a gathering camp somewhere in this vicinity because I want to be catching fish. It's not gonna do much for us in terms of food, but it'll be worth it, I guess. There we go. What's wrong with this? You're clearly unhappy about that somehow, but I guess that's okay. Not available this season. That's okay. We're gonna get ourselves plenty of fish and hope that makes us survive. I mean, we got plenty of food. We're actually remarkably fine. Let's take people out of here. Stick people into there. Stick people into there. Right. So that'll give us fish, which we can keep going throughout the winter. Is any building in warning mode at the moment? You're out of mushrooms. I tell you what, let's make one doing meat, one doing fish. Can we upgrade any buildings? I don't think we can upgrade any buildings. I don't think it's possible. We need 4 more people, and then we also need a tiny little bit of extra knowledge. But I don't think that anything is upgradable. Next building is not yet researched. Yeah. Didn't think so, unfortunately. Are we actually consuming electricity? We are actually consuming electricity, which is kind of nice. That is cool. Right, what's going on here? Refreshment. Plus 40 morale to all classes. Hey, that's excellent news. That is excellent news. That's a little bonus that happens in the spring each and every year, which is kind of a nice little bonus. God, I really, really, really would like to unlock the vocational training. Oh, that's such a kicker. See, I don't even know if we're gonna be able to unlock. I don't even know if we're gonna be able to unlock the next era, or indeed like get more people. I don't think that our workers have the ability to have babies at this moment in time. I may be incorrect about that, but I don't think that I am. I think that we may... I think that we may be there in terms of everything. Although I do feel like there should be something else that I can do with the electricity. Ooh, look at that. I didn't even realize, but there's a railway that runs right along the edge of the world. And you can actually see where we will be able to explore if we were to get a scout. If we were to get a scout thingy. Right, I tell you what, I am going to go and check to see if there actually is a way that we can unlock the next era. I don't believe that there is, but I will be back momentarily to confirm if that is the case. Okay, it is entirely possible. We just need to wait for more refugees. So, I guess I'll be back when more refugees show up. And we are back. A group of foreign people have been detected. Refugees, 13 workers are interested in joining the community, which is absolutely bleeding brilliant as far as I'm concerned. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. We got all of the requirements. This is fantastic. Era 2. Boom. Booyah. That is fantastic. 11 new resources, buildings, and technologies will be available to us, which is fantastic. We also need to make sure that we've got housing for all of our new arrivals. I should note, by the way, that whilst we were waiting for new arrivals, I decided to construct an additional stockpile because I felt bored, really, more than anything else. But that is fine with me. Now, still no way for me to do that. That is such a pain in the backside. Right. Okay. It's popped up. New area. We have reached a new era. Fantastic. Buildings and resources that are available with the new era. Tavern, smelter, kiln, pit, technical boot camp, tailor, basic mine, residence, storehouse, and a resource camp. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Let's immediately jump into the research. Let's get community needs, which is going to unlock the tavern, and then we'll get whatever is needed afterwards. We don't actually have that many free workers at this moment in time, but that is a-okay. Lack of workforce. Yeah, let's switch. Oh, yeah. Turn that down. Can I move to paper? Do we need to unlock? Oh, yeah, I forgot. We need to unlock whatever it is. Vocational training. That's it. The tavern has been researched. Let's get that placed down. I guess we'll place it down over here. Keep it locked, thanks. Excellent. And we'll build a residence over there. That's nice. We've obviously got electricity already, so that's good. We're fine for food, even though we've got plenty of people. That's excellent. Vocational training, we are almost done with. There we go. We've got it. Technical boot camp and the other thing, which is paper. Trains workers' raw skills and promotes them to meet the demands. Excellent. The demands of working life. Let's get it. Paper needs. I will absolutely accept the need to get paper. Let's start. There's absolutely no reason not to, right? Now, what else can I build? We need paper for that. We need paper for that. We need paper for everything. We need a lot of paper. Let's actually take this opportunity perhaps to get a whole bunch of paper production set up. We can actually produce... We can produce it both? Yeah, we can produce... No, we can only produce one at a time. We can definitely only produce one at a time. But to be fair, let's go into paper. Let's go into paper. There's objectively no reason to not get paper right now, given that paper is required for pretty much everything. Right. Structural stasis. Let's get surveillance first. Let's get the Scouts Guild in the first instance, and then we will return to the other thing. Anything else that I've not built yet? Pit, we don't have. Unending preparation. Stock 3,000 water and 1,200 of simple meal. Sure. What do you know? We instantly did it. We instantly did it. We were prepping this whole time. We'll get the Scouts Guild down. Where is that? Utilities? Yeah, we'll get the Scouts Guild down over here. How's the technical boot camp looking? Sure. Gonna cost me 800 paper and 20 basic tools in order to do. Sure. Let's get some crafters. Let's get some crafters. We'll see how useful that turns out to be. Then we will continue with structural statics, which is going to give us kiln, pit, clay, and bricks. Very, very exciting indeed. We've got pretty much everything here with apart from stable roots. That is good. And we've still got everything, don't we? Oh, yes, I do want to. I completely forgot that I could. Oh, we can't do scouting. That's okay. None of the members succeeded in education. Well, I guess you win some and you also lose some. But I guess you can't really complain too much about that. Right. Let's have a little look. The pits. Is there a specific area that's... Is there a specific area that is appropriate for the pits? I mean, this area looks good, but I mean... I have absolutely no idea if that is the case. Let's throw it down over here anyway. Sure. I mean, it's a good place. It's a good place for it. Can we get some more research on the go? Let's do weaving. Sure. And we'll also continue to build just like advanced stuff out here. There we go. And there's some funkiness going on here. We'll get it done. Tailor, etc. We'll get that done too. Okay, whatever. Okay. It is winter of year 2. Is that overly problematic? I don't think that it is. What would I like to build? Yeah, let's build a few of those. Lack of energy not connected to road network. Yeah, so that's going to be a bit of a problem if we can't connect this up. But we can, so no big deal at all. Tell you what, massive big deal. We do not have enough... wind. We'll get another one of those. That'll sort us right out. Let's also get a tailor over here. Is that everything? I think that's everything. We've got a tavern in this vicinity. That's cool. That's everything covered. Built a kiln. Technical boot camp. Yeah, technical boot camp, by the way, we haven't actually managed to succeed. Start education of 1 person. Sure. Are we... Yeah, we've got a little bit of a shortage of... wood. So I'm actually going to take the opportunity to get a field camp right about there. And we'll extend this out here, if possible. The roads are a bit funky. Certainly manufacturing them feels a little strange, but that's okay. We've got the kiln. Let's start producing bricks. Sand, I guess we can also get. Lack of energy. We still have a lack of energy. Wow. Sure. Let's go. Excellent. Okay, I mean, I have no idea how much this is going to cost me, the grand scheme of things. Let's get 2 of those back onto the old woods, and then we'll hopefully just expand a little bit. Perhaps expand a little bit more rapidly. Right, education complete. None of the members succeed in education. Okay, I'm maybe not going to throw more resources down the drain there. That sounds like a bad idea. Overhunting. We need to take a firm decision on the matter. We will respect the balance of nature. Sure, I'm happy to respect the balance of nature. Not a big deal at all. We have got a law that is now in place, which I am not sure that I actually know how to induct. Ooh, cool. I can assign a leader, or assign an advisor even. Plus 20 efficiency for farms. Efficiency for all tools. Plus 10 workforce to gather jobs. Sure, I'll assign you, and I guess I will assign you as well. No reason not to. Excellent. And any research that we can get done. Bricks, we need bricks for that. Let's get you on the go. Excellent. I think that should be enough wood to keep us going for a little while. That's the dream anyway. Lots and lots of paper. The pit is working away as it should. The kiln is now officially working because, of course, we've got all of the electricity properly working as it should be, which is excellent. It is spring, which is the start of a new season. There we go. Beautiful. Oh, we're out of free workers. That's fine. Well, the good news is that we're going to be able to get bricks. We're going to be able to get bricks very, very soon. Soup kitchen's not been producing for 3 days. Honestly, I think one working on fish, one working on meat. That's fine. We don't even need to worry about mushrooms, to be honest. People need more outfits. Yeah, and I was actually going to say the tailor needs to get operating properly. Is there anything that we don't really need to have in operation right now? This forge over here, the second one that I built. Let's get rid of that. Fire alerts. Full response. Full response. Sure. I mean, that looks... I mean, to be honest, it's not that much of an important building, is it? Ooh, I have a... I don't have a free worker, but that is great. I guess that's why we do it, right? Is that if we're able to get one single person to work in the tailor instead of like multiple, that would be great. But I guess it's only specific buildings that allow that. Either way, we will try and train these people up. We will try. We'll also demolish the Scouts Guild, as there is absolutely no reason to keep it around. Full response to the fire. I know. I want to increase my rations as well, actually. Double rations. Let's go double rations. We may not be able to keep pace with the food, but that's okay. Two craftsmen. Excellent. Okay, well, let's replace... Can we keep them all employed, actually? Oh, we totally can keep them all employed, but this one individual definitely works better for us. That is for sure better for us. This iron looks completely extracted. Let's maybe move people over to here instead. Work on that iron. What about research? Any other research that we can get done? Mine surveying. I do like the idea of mine surveying. Multi-layer brick iron constructions. Let's get this first. This first and then the next one. And then we'll move on to insulated furnaces. To be fair, it's pretty much just this area that we need to work on in the tech tree. So that's cool. Very, very cool. Request main class workforce. Oh, I guess I need to provide these as well. I guess, okay, that's fine. We've got plenty of people spare. A group of foreign people has been detected. Oh, this is fantastic. Thank you very much. I would love some more workers. And in fact, speaking of workers, can we upgrade? Upgrade the shack to the next tier. Not quite there yet, but very, very close. Basic mine, copper, ore, and coal has all been unlocked. That is great. Do I have the opportunity to build a mine over here? Sure, let's do it. Let's do it there. Mining 101. Okay. Let's get the pickaxes ready. Mineral veins usually found on mountain slopes. After you select the mine building, you can view the potential mine veins by navigating. Let's get the pickaxes ready. Let's freaking go. Let's build a basic mine, and we will be off to the races. There we go. Build a little road over there, just in case it needs electricity. If it does, we have got plenty. Insulated furnaces. Let's get divided layers, and then we will nip across to insulated furnaces after that. Do I want to train up any more craftsmen? I don't think that I do, you know. I don't think that I'm overly bothered about that. I don't think that I'm overly bothered. Also, I should probably get some additional residences. I don't need many, and they do need to be in proximity of the tavern, but that's fine. Right, residence, storehouse, sand. Excellent. Now, we can upgrade these shacks to residences, but we need to sort out the other resource in the first instance, which is going to come from copper ingot. It's going to come from the smith. I knew it was going to come from somewhere. That's copper ingots that we need. That's fine. Can we go on copper? Oh, we can get 2 of those. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Oh, do I need to discover this area? Yeah, I need to discover this area. Let's hope that it's copper. Let's really, really, really majorly hope that it's copper. It's coal. Okay, that's 50% of what we needed. Let's discover this area too. Let's also hope that that's copper. Thank you very much. It's copper. What do you know? Okay, that's marvelous. We're able to get that up and running very, very simply, indeed. Let's actually see if we can try and train up more people. 3 will be fine for now. And we'll also see if we can try and get another basic mine. What am I looking for? Resources. Yeah, basic mine. Another one over there. Excellent. Education complete. 2 members became craftsmen. Excellent, excellent news. We'll equip you over there. That's great. That is a tremendous amount of copper. I mean, that's a truly ridiculous amount of copper. Also, let's discover what's over there. Not enough stone. We need 155 stone. I guess there's not really much that I can do about that at the present moment. Not much I can do about that at the present moment. Let's switch on over to... Can I switch on over to wire here? Apparently not. Have I got the research for it? I have not got the research for it. Okay, I guess we'll do that first. And then that'll take us right up to stable roots, which is a resource camp. And that's also very, very simple. It's just 950 paper. Right. Coal we're going to be able to make. We're only going to be able to make it very, very slowly, though. The forge, we're going to switch the forge on over to copper ingots. Which, again, I can do. But I thought I did have that unlocked. Apparently, I didn't. The smelter, copper ingots, and bronze ingots. Right, let's get that swapped over. Let's get this swapped over here as well. Beautiful. And that's going to allow us to maybe move towards some upgrades, which is very, very exciting indeed. Did I need anything else? Yeah, I needed the smelter. Creates ingots out of more advanced metals. Yes, please. Let's yoink that down there. Now, we won't be able to build that for a wee while whilst we're waiting for all of the wires to be assembled. But to be honest, we'll probably be there pretty darn quickly. The residence needs glass. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm very, very cheekily going to swap that on over to glass production. Going to swap that on over to glass production. Or sand production and glass production, respectively. And hope that we're going to be able to get there. Now, copper ingots, literally just from copper ore. Iron ingots, literally from iron ore. Not enough free workers. Let's reduce you there. In there. Beautiful. Oh, fantastic. Look at that. Look at that. What a fantastic little system. Now, a resource camp. Yeah, we can get a resource camp, right? We can get a resource camp. It's, in fact, the last building that we can potentially get. Progression to the next era is 110 people. I don't believe that the third era is available, although that being said, I have absolutely no idea. The storehouse is available. I'm going to queue that up to be built. I'm also going to start the process of upgrading some of these residences. Or upgrading some of these buildings to residences, I should say. All of them should be pretty darned easy to build. And the resource camp, which is a more advanced gathering camp, we're going to get down right over yonder. Fantastic. Look at that. It is all looking It's all looking pretty darn great, if I do indeed say so myself. And I do. And I do say so myself. I very much say so myself. Oh, look at all these residences. Look at all these residences. Look at how happy everybody is. Look at that. Morale is incredible. Morale is in a fantastic space. Do I want to absolutely torpedo morale and change the workforce? You know what? Maybe I do. Maybe I say double rations on clothing, double rations on water, double rations on tools. I would give you double rations on housing, but alas, I can't. It's not possible. Upgrade. 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 And upgrade. Excellent. There we go. Okay, yeah, we may run out of water, and we may run out of water somewhat quickly, but everybody is going to be working at double time, and everybody's morale is actually in a pretty decent space. And once all of these houses have been upgraded, there will be nothing to worry about. Wow. Let's get that all trained up. What's the issue? No power, no electricity. No power, no problem. That's what I always say. This is a wind corridor. We've managed to stumble upon a marvelous wind tunnel. 2 members have successfully become craftsmen. Excellent. Excellent. I don't think we can upgrade that to the next tier. Can we upgrade anything else to the next tier? I can upgrade that shack, which I apparently didn't do. Upgrade the lumber mill to the next tier. We cannot, because the building is not researched. The smelter is fully operational. Resource camp, yeah, I'd forgotten to assign people to that over there. That's going to get us a whole bunch of additional wood. Not like it particularly matters. I think that that's pretty much every single building in the game at this moment in time, which is a fairly healthy selection, if I got to be honest. That is really, really fantastic. We're most of the way to Era 3. We would just need a whole bunch of additional people, and let's be honest, even if we can get to Era 3, waiting for people to arrive, you know, as refugees is gonna take a long time to get there. So, ooh, speak of the devil. There we go. We're up to 73. Either way, I think that that's a really, really good place to knock this on the head. Call it a day here. New cycle. This is a good one. This is a good one. This is a strong one to watch. It really is a fantastic little concept. It feels really fluid. It looks absolutely gorgeous. And I mean, I can see myself spending hours and hours and hours and hours and hours, you know, having a look at this wonderful, lovely environment and just sort of playing through and having a grand old time. Anyway, before things start to go bad, as I see that we've run out of clothes and we've run out of tools, before things start to go south, I'm going to call it here. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you ever so much for watching. My name, of course, has been Open Potato. Check out the Patreon if you're interested in helping make videos like this possible. Ooh, there's a sandstorm that has literally just decided to roll on in here. What a time to do an outro. Yeah, check out the Patreon if you're interested in helping make videos like this possible. Check out the game, wishlisted on Steam. Support the developers. It's part of the Base Builder Fest. A fantastic opportunity to support all of the indie developers that make base building games. Anyway, thank you ever so much for watching, folks. I'll see you next time. Bye.